The second transformation we're going to learn about today is translation. When we translate a figure, we are sliding it vertically or horizontally on a plane. The symbolic form is as shown. X, y stands for the preimage point. The arrow means that we are mapping or moving those points. X plus H and Y plus K is how we're moving the preimage points to get our image points. If it's a positive H, we move to the right. A negative H, we move to the left. A positive K will move the point up. A negative K will move the point down. And so notice that we're going to move like up into the left or down into the right. Just depends on what we are given when we add H and K. So translations are really easy. For this first example, all we're going to do is plug the numbers into the rule and add or subtract. And so here is the rule that we are given. And so we're just going to take each X value, add 7, and then each Y value and subtract 9. So if we start with S, we would get -3 plus 7, which would give us 4. And then a 6 minus 9, which would give us -3. And we continue the same thing with each point. And so for T, it would be 0 plus 7, which is 7. And then we would get 7 minus 9, which is -2. For U, it would be 1 plus 7, which is 8. And then we would get 4 minus 9, which is a -5. And then for V, it would be -5 plus 7, which is -2, and then 2 minus 9, which is -7. And so now we can graph all of our image points. And so S is at 4, -3, 1, 2, 3, 4, -3, 1, 2, 3. There is S prime. T is at 7, -2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2. So there is T prime. U prime is at 8, -5. And so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And so there is U prime, and then V prime is at -2, 7. Oh wait, sorry, that should be at +2, 7, because -5 plus 7 is a +2. So +2, -7. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. And there is V prime. And there's the new trapezoid, our image. Right? And so that's one way you can do it, is just plugging it into the rule. The second way is to just count. So like if we look here in number 2, we can count from the preimage to the image, because this -3, so -3 in the X direction is to the left, and then -4 in the Y direction is down. And so we're going to count 3 to the left and down 4 from every point. And so we'll start with A, and so 3 to the left, 1, 2, 3, and then down 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. There's A prime. We can do the same thing from C, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. There's C prime, and then B, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. And there's B prime, which gives us our new triangle, or the image. Right, and so if we look, A is at 1, 2, -3, 3. C is at -2, 0. And then B, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. And again, we could always check, because if we plug the numbers in to the rule, we should get the answers that we got for the prime. So if we look at A, we would get 0 minus 3, which is a negative 3, and then 7 minus 4, which is a positive 3. Right? And then if we look at point B, we would get 7 minus 3, which is a negative, oops, I put them in the wrong spot. So we got to switch that out. So this should be 4, 1, and then negative 2, 0. So 7 minus 3 is 4, and then 3 minus 4 is 1. And if we look, here's B prime, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then our negative 1. And then C, 1 minus 3 is negative 2, and then 4 minus 4 is 0, and it is at negative 2, 0. So sorry I flip-flopped those numbers. I guess that's why you should go in order, just to be safe. All right, but those are the two different ways that you can translate the preimage to the image. All right, so then we can go backwards. So here we have a parallelogram, and so we want to write a rule. And so the rule always starts with parentheses x comma y, and then an arrow to show that we are moving or mapping each point, right? And now we just want to make it look like what we had in example 1 and example 2. And so here, now we just count. And so if you look, here is our preimage. W prime is the image. And so we're going to count from W to W prime. And so in the X direction, we're going 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So we're going to the left, so that's negative 4. And then we're going down 1, 2, 3, down 3, which is a negative 3 because we're going down. If it was to the right, it would be positive, and if it was up, it would be positive. But here we're going left and down, and so we would get x minus 4 and y minus 3. And that's how you find the rule. Other than that, we have what's called composition of functions. We'll look at that in class tomorrow. Just want to make sure that everyone is comfortable with the basics of translations. So go ahead, try the homework out, and I'll see you tomorrow.